Domo, this is lesson 2 about the dictionary form of Japanese verbs, in which I want to explain for what it is being used and how you use it in a sentence. If you don't know what Ichidan and Kodan verbs are and what is the difference, or you need a refresher, please watch lesson 1 first. The link should pop up in the right top corner right now. Also, I prepared a practice video about lesson 1 and what we learn now in lesson 2, which I recommend you to watch after this. With that, let's start the lesson, and let me start with some general information about the Japanese language you have to get used to if you want to learn Japanese. First of all, formalities. Formalities are very important for the Japanese, which includes of course actions, behaviors, and also the language. This includes the conjugations of verbs. Good news is, in Japanese, the conjugation is not affected by who is speaking, I, you, he, she, or by how many, we, you, they. What can affect the conjugation is, however, if you speak formal or casual. Casual verb conjugations are called plain forms and should only be used with people you know and you are friends with, or younger people like children. Second important thing you need to know is there is no future form in the Japanese language, only past and, well, non-past. Unlike in English, in Japanese, affirmative and negative actions are conjugated differently. If this said, the dictionary form in Japanese is also the affirmative plain present form. Affirmative because it's only used for positive actions and not negative actions. Plain because it is used for casual speech. Like I said, there is no difference between present and future, and so comes that the dictionary form actually more often than not translates into the future form I will or I'm going to. Or in other words, use it when you intend to do an action in the near or far future. Party ni iku. I will go to the party. Elden Ring o yaru. I will play Elden Ring. Uchi ni kaeru. I will go home. Keiki o taberu. I will eat the cake. All these are affirmative intended actions which in Japanese use that dictionary form. Besides talking about something you intend to do in the near or far future, you can also use the dictionary form to describe habits, facts, and generalizations. Asa wa itsumo nihongo o benkyū suru. I always study Japanese in the morning. This is a habit, so use the dictionary form. Itsumo Murasaki Ringo no video o miru. I always watch Murasaki Ringo's videos. This is of course fact, and of course you watch all of my videos. So use the dictionary form. Nihonshin wa sakana o suki de taberu. Japanese people like to eat fish. This is a generalization because there are probably some Japanese that don't like fish, but most of them do. You use the dictionary form here. I have to give a little warning for the third use of the dictionary form because this one goes beyond the basics of Japanese. To completely understand the third use of the dictionary form, or the plain present form, you need the knowledge about the following: the difference between transitive and intransitive verbs, and an understanding of the continuous form te iru. If you are from a future, I already made the lessons about these two topics. Links to these videos will now appear in the top right corner. Otherwise, you will find helpful links to external sources if you want to do your own research into the topics. You find the links in the descriptions or the comments. The third use is with intransitive verbs. You don't use the continuous form for an action that is still in progress. Use the dictionary form. Use the continuous form for intransitive verbs when an action from the past is being continued now in the present. I will give you an example without going too deep into transitive and intransitive verbs, and give you some links if you want to look into it further. If I'm in the process of closing a door, I would say do o shimete iru. I'm closing the door. Shimeru is a transitive verb for to close. Shimete iru is the continuous form of shimeru. If it's an automatic door or a door that has a counterweight so it closes on its own, you say do wa kate ni shimaru. the door will close on its own. But it also can mean the door is closing on its own. The reason is, unlike shimaru, shimaru is actually an intransitive verb for to close, and use the dictionary form for an action that is in progress. If you want to use the continuous form with an intransitive verb, it looks something like this. Do ga shimateiru, which means the door is closed. So you find the door in the state of being closed. The door was closed in the past and is still closed. So you use the continuous form here. Then it's an action from a past that still continues. For transitive verbs, the continuous form is being used for an action that is ongoing at the moment. With intransitive verb, it's being used for an action from the past that is continuing now in the present or the future. If you want to state an ongoing action for an intransitive verb, you use the dictionary form. Doa ga shimaru, the door is closing. However, be careful, this also can mean the door will close depending on the context. Thank you for watching, and I hopefully see you in the practice video.